Okay, this is something that I don't think has ever been recorded before. Maybe someone has done it before. I don't believe like anyone has actually like captured it on camera or anything, or like wrote it down. No, actually or actually made some sort of recording of it happening. So what I'm gonna do here, I have 4 flowers here and only 4 flowers. Right, all the other slots are empty. Doesn't matter that that the rest are empty. I'm just saying that. And I have 29 out of 40 flowers collected, 20 out of 40 flower varieties collected. And in my flower basket, I have 1, 2, 7. 7. It says right there, 7. Okay. I have 7 flowers, and they're all flowers that I have not turned in yet. And so this 29 is really supposed to be a 36, but since I haven't turned them in yet, it hasn't updated that yet. It's not like fishing, where, yeah. I currently have this Concord in my my bucket, but I haven't actually turned in this Concord yet to earn my Laff boost, even though my album says 70 out of 70. But that's the first Concord I've ever caught, and I haven't turned it in yet. It still says 70 out of 70, so I have 70 out of 70, but I'm missing that last point until I actually turn in that fish. Anyway, so I have 4 flowers, so that means that these 4 flowers, yes, are also flowers that I have never picked before. So, gardening trail. So this is a third. So this 29 would be a 36, right? The bottom. Um, with the it makes it a 36 with these, right? And then with the 4 added, that would make the 36 into a 40, making it everything that I need to max gardening. And the reason I did this is because you earn a Laff point for every 10 flowers you turn in, every 10 new flowers you turn in, right? Which means that I'll earn a Laff point for passing 30, and I'll earn another one for reaching 40 at the same exact time. And that is something I've been wanting to do with fishing. I said this on a fishing video. It's something I've wanted to do with fishing for a while, but you need RNG to be able to catch the right fish at the right time. Because if you don't, and you catch and you like say you have 9 out of 10 fish, you have 9 fish caught. In total, need one more for a Laff boost. If RNG doesn't work in your favor and you don't get at least 11 new species after that, then it won't work. You can't do it with the fishing. I got unlucky when I tried doing that; it didn't work. But gardening, if you plant the right flowers, plant all the right flowers. Basically, what I did was as soon as I unlocked a new jelly bean, I earned a new rank up for the shovel. I guess I only planted one type of flower for each uh bean level. I guess so. When I got to level 4, I only planted one. It might have been this one. Actually, it might have been this one. No, actually, it wasn't this one. But when I get to level 4 beans, I only plant one flower that uses 4 beans, and I use that same flower all the way through. When I got 5, this is the one I actually, yeah, when I used 5, this is the one I planted for 5 as well. When I got 5, I only planted this flower. It was this flower specifically, too. I only planted this flower every single time until I got to 6. When I got to 6, it was also this one, surprisingly. I only planted this one, and I got to 7, there was another one I only planted. I got to 8, it was only one I actually planted, and then, that way, if you do that for every single flower type, by the end of your gardening trip, you will have only 8 flower varieties collected. When I played on this tune like a couple of years ago, before I actually got terminated 2 years ago, right before I got terminated, he already did all the 1 bean and 2 bean flowers, so that was already off the hook. But it's fine because I just made it so that I would have. So I decided to make it so I would have 29 flower varieties, and then just do the trick with 30 and 40 at the same time. Yeah. So that also means that I will max garden. I max gardening before I actually get all the Laff boosts. And to get the remaining Laff boosts after gardening, it only takes an extra 3 or 4 days of gardening, and during those 3 and 4 days, you will be earning Laff points. So that's pretty cool, I guess. But so yeah. So that's fine. So yeah, I just played my cards right and planted the right flowers at the right time, so I wouldn't surpass 30. And it took an extra like 2 days because I already had did the 1 and 2 bean flowers and stuff. And I got to this point. So anyway, done with that now. So I'm going to plant these to pick these 4 flowers now. I'll try to. I'm going to get a screenshot of it too. Probably multiple of them. So it might be hard to see what I'm trying to do with the screen going white. But no, this is. It takes 4 months. It takes 4 months to set this up. So I'm not gonna do another 4 months just for a screenshot off camera. So I do have a Tuniversal one set up. A Tuniversal version of this setup. I might do that later too. But anyway. Alright, here we go. Ready? Okay. That's funny. That's funny. It didn't show me the prompt that I collected all the bean flowers. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, cool. Yay. It didn't show me the prompt that I got 30 out of 40 because it tried to show them both at the same time and then they overrided each other. That's really funny actually. Okay, so it didn't actually do anything strange other than give me a +2 Laff point. I would have thought that maybe both plus ones would have tried to overlap each other and nothing would happen, sort of like what those dialogues did, where it tried to show both me getting 30 and 40 at the same time. So they overlapped each other and they just didn't show up. They both canceled each other out essentially, so neither of them showed out. Neither of them ended up actually showing up. I thought the same thing would happen with the Laff points, where when it tries to show both of the +1s at the same time, but since getting a new one cancels out the other one, you know, I thought they would just cancel each other out. That's how it works with dialogue boxes now. So, but that's not what happened. But okay, cool. So I maxed gardening and I got a +2. All right, that's cool. And I got the shirt. I got the outfit too. That's cool. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Answers that question. I would assume that the same thing would happen with fishing. However, what I don't know is it's a little bit different with fishing, because when you max a fish, instead of actually putting a dialogue box on your screen, telling you that you got like 10 fish, right? Instead, the NPC they turned into tells you it instead. They physically tell you it, and everyone in the room can see it. So I'm wondering what would happen if you did it with fishing, because would the same thing happen where they just don't say anything because the two dialogues are trying to be said at the same time and they cancel each other out? Or would it actually tell you that like say you got from 0 to 20, right? It would actually tell you that you got 20 of 70 fish instead of canceling each other out. Or would it like do 10 out of 70 and then do 20 out of 70 right after it or something? I'm not really sure. But yeah, multiple things that could happen. It could even be it says 10 and 20 right after each other, or it could be nothing happens, just like what we saw here, or the fisherman is smart enough to simply just say that you got 20 out of 70, even though you also got 10 at the same time. I don't really know how. Yeah, I don't really know. You have to rely on RNG to give you that. Again, you have to get 9 out of 20 fish, sell those, and hope you get lucky enough to get at least 11 more fish in your bucket without. Yeah, you get at least 11 more new fish in your bucket without having to turn any of them in. That's the only way to do it. If RNG screws you over, then well, that's it. You can't do it for that too anymore because you caught less than 11 fish out of 20. Your bucket is full. Now you have to sell them to catch more fish. You're screwed now. You're kind of screwed now. So there you go. That is, I don't think anyone has ever actually, caught a screenshot of earning 2 Laff points from gardening at once, and also recorded it happening here. You guys all saw the dialogue box. The dialogue box didn't appear that told me that I got 30 and 40 out of 40 flowers. So there you go. So thank you for this little interesting discovery, I guess, about this. I've always wondered what would happen, and there you go. So thank you for joining me on this little cool. I guess a little mini adventure. It felt like a little adventure because I was really curious to see what would happen after 4 months of gardening. So, you know, I guess a mini adventure. So, but yeah. So thank you for watching. Okay, so I am now on Tuniversal doing this. I have, let's see, 19 out of 40, but I have 20 new flowers in here, so I get to 39. And since the way that the text boxes work in this game, or I guess in Rewritten, are a little different than it does in other games because they updated it. We'll see if that changes anything. Okay, got +2 again, so that's cool. 39 out of 40. Okay, nothing. It just the second message just overrides the first one. Okay, so nothing interesting happens. Nothing interesting happens. All right, well, there's that question answered. So, bye again.